When I believe my thoughts, I suffer. When I question them, I don't suffer. This is radical. This is an incredible thing when you get around it, because all of our suffering is created in our mind. Now we may go through periods of physical pain or ailments, diseases or what have you, but the labeling we put on that is the suffering we experience. A little anecdote from my own life. I snapped all of the ligaments in my knee when I was skiing, and it was New Year's Eve actually. I didn't want to go to hospital. I thought it would get better overnight, but then when I looked at my leg and it was double the width it should be, I thought I should go to the hospital. Anyway, I turned out to have all of my ligaments snapped, and lots of people could take that badly. I was even quite young. It wasn't that I knew better, but I just thought to myself, I'm away, there's snow all around me. Yes, I can't ski, or I can't go out and have a drink on New Year's, or maybe, I think I was 18 or something. And all my friends were going out. I thought I can have a fantastic time. I can do some cooking if I can manage it. I can watch some films, I can relax. But it would have been so easy for me to tell myself, damn, this is my holiday ruined. Can't go out, can't do anything, can't do this. And that's just an example. I'm not saying that I'm this incredible person that can flip everything around. But it can be done. The suffering that we experience is created in our minds. If somebody cuts you up when you're driving, we have the power not to be affected by that. We don't need to swear at them and get angry, ruin our day, maybe get out, have an altercation. Then both people's days are ruined. We don't need to do that. That suffering arises mentally. If someone cuts you up, don't worry about it. Please go in front of me. Is 2 seconds, 10 seconds even, that important in your day? Do you need to get home that much that you're going to lose your sense of self over somebody just cutting you up? It's mental suffering that we're creating in our own minds. When we realize that we actually have the power to choose, we can put emotions into something. If we're grieving for a loved one, we may want to express that with tears and sorrow. We want to grieve for that person. But we don't want our emotions being triggered by something externally that has absolutely no value adding to our lives. If it's taking away from our lives, taking our peace, our happiness, our joy, our state of mind, why do it? The suffering we create is mentally, and this is the same when it comes to anxiety. I used to suffer terribly with anxiety. It was social anxiety, all things. I didn't like people coming over to the house. I didn't like social situations. I didn't like job interviews. I didn't like picking up phones. Any situation you can think of that would bring somebody a little anxiety, it would cause me anxiety, and then you just end up freezing. You end up not doing what you want to do. But what I'm saying is, this is mental suffering that I've created in my own head. And when we realize that we can be exactly who we want to be, irregardless of that feeling or that anxiety, we don't label it, don't let it take hold. So I still have these visceral feelings in my body, but I don't label them as negative. I allow them to be there. I acknowledge they're there. I say, I see you, I feel you, I hear you, I understand you, but you're not controlling me. And when you put full attention on these feelings and allow them to be, they lose their grip over you. Try it next time you're feeling anxious. Just say, I see you, I feel you, I hear you, I understand that you're there. I feel you, and then just sit with the feeling. What is the feeling? Is it tightness in the chest? Is it sweaty hands? Is it shallow breathing? Do you feel like you're about to pass out? All of these things, just say, I feel you. Sit in that feeling as long as you can. A few minutes. Say, show me more, show me more. And I guarantee you, it'll slightly dissipate, if not entirely go away. And the more you do it, the better you get at this, to the point where those feelings come and go, but they don't affect you here, because you don't allow them to. That's what we have the power. Our thoughts aren't even true a lot of the time. We think they are, and we think our memories are true, but it's been shown that our memories are actually corrupted. Not negatively corrupted, we just don't save them the way we think we do. So events quite often don't happen the way we think. I'm just looking at the title of this video. When I believe my thoughts, I suffer. When I question them, I don't suffer. So question these thoughts. Why are you thinking like that? Why do you mentally label something as good and bad? I don't like that, I don't like this. Allow it to be. Next time something's annoying you, just say to yourself, I release and let go. And you can consciously do it, release and let go. Maybe drop your shoulders, take a deep breath. I'm not allowing this to have a hold over me any longer. You can say that. And just let it be. Things are as they are. Let them be in your body, and don't let that mental resistance have a hold over you. Because the more you hold that resistance, the more pain you'll feel, the more resistance to life you'll be feeling and experiencing. When you open up, when you question, when you allow to be everything, the present moment, that's when real joy comes into the life. Through non-resistance to what is, because we only have this present moment. We only have the now. And it can't be any other way than it is right now, because it isn't. Doesn't mean we can't make plans to change our circumstances or whatever it may be that you're looking to do. Build a business or start a new hobby. But where we are in life right now is exactly where we're meant to be. Why? Because it's where we are. And we can't be anywhere else. We are where we are. And God's timing is perfect. He's never late. He's never early. There's lessons to be learned throughout life. So if you think that you're not where you want to be, try and be okay with the fact that it's where you're meant to be. Why? Because you are there. If you were meant to be somewhere else, that's where you'd be. You might find that concept a little bit hard to understand, but when you when you meditate, when you pray, when you connect with God, you realise that He's got His timing. And we need to connect with it. We need to listen to these little pools. I always say that listen to the golden thread of our lives. Listen to the nudges here and there. What's pulling us? And when we ask questions like, God, please guide me on this path. What should I be doing in my life? Please guide me. And then we sit with it. We could do a 10-minute meditation. We could do a 10-minute meditation for the next 3 weeks before we start to see a little nudge or a pull, or maybe you don't do meditation at all, you just walk and there's some contemplation when you're walking, thinking, asking God. Maybe you're asking the universe, you don't believe in a God. Doesn't matter. But slow down and know that His timing is divine. The timing of the universe. If you don't want to say God, you can say the timing of the universe. Everything is happening as it should be. Everything's playing out as it should be. When I believe my thoughts, I suffer, and when I question them, I don't suffer. Just think about that. Really try and understand it. Think, what does it mean? I've tried to explain it, but it probably will require sitting with for a lot longer, because you'll have your own unique circumstances that are going on in your life, and you'll think to yourself, no, this just shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't happen to me. And then you'll come to the realization eventually that, no, maybe it was teaching me a lesson. Maybe it was exactly where I needed to be at that time. Maybe it saved me from doing this. We never know. But find out what's holding you back. And change that mindset. Take yourself out of the suffering. I've loved this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, like it and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know where you've managed to shift your mindset in your life, and share it with somebody who you think might benefit with this message, because not enough people are sharing this kind of message and lifting each other up. I really want to have a community of people that empower each other, love each other, and treat each other well, motivating each other. Let's do it together. See you next time. Love you.